Today's episode is just us going back to normal. I just went through a 3-month pre-sale for a new novel and a brand spanking new job, posting 2 episodes a week, a full social media campaign on Instagram, and all the while writing a complete novel. Y'all, I'm freaking tired. Hello, Yin Lieblings. I'm Maudie, science fiction fantasy author who's been living in southern Germany since 2014. Y'all, pre-sale is rough. This is my second pre-sale that I have survived. And I will say it was a lot less stressful than my first one. And I was pretty burnt out after the release of The God Queen. I don't feel it this time around. So I think that's a good thing. I'm still feeling really good and, motivated. So I feel like I have done something right. But I'm still hella tired. I will be honest here. This is my 42nd episode this year. Last year, I made 52 in total, and that was just once a week. So the fact that I'm already close to hitting that same number, and we're only in June. Yeesh. Also, between you and me, I have filmed all of April and May before I had started my new job at the end of March. I wanted to make sure that those were done so I wouldn't be overburdening myself with trying to balance that with the new job. And that was 16 episodes in 2 days that I filmed. You could tell in some episodes my enthusiasm was so obvious. I don't know if I'm going to do that again. Yeah, who am I kidding? I probably will. I'm such a glutton for punishment. But having gone through all of that, I have learned more of what I like and don't like with the current structure of my videos. Some of those little things will change, but the content in total, it's not. I'm still going to hear about. I'm still here to talk about life abroad and being an author and finding more excuses to feature the dog. In other news, one of the things I will be doing is I will be going back to vlogging, in case you're wondering why I haven't done one in like a million years. Part of it did have to do with pre-sale and the idea of having content. Like the Talking Heads videos are so much easier to produce in bulk compared to vlogs, but vlogs are a lot more fun. So I am excited to jump back in. Also, another reason why I haven't done it is because I get all of my awesome music from Epidemic Sound, which costs moolah. And I was unemployed for a few months, so it was an expense I didn't want to pay for. But now that I have a job again, yay money. In fact, I am planning on stretching my vlog muscles this next week because Roxy will be 2 years old next Monday. And I can't believe my little creature will be 2. So there will be a pug-filled vlog. In other news, my husband and I have already gotten our first jab of the vaccine, and by the end of this month, we will be fully vaccinated, which means we will then be looking for flights to go back to the States. As of this August, it will be marking the 2-year anniversary since I have last been back home in the States and seen my family. So to say that I'm excited at the prospect of seeing everyone is a bit of an understatement. Oh, and also, in case you're wondering how we scored the vaccines, because I know there's it's really hard for people to get vaccines. The husband got a shiny going through his job because he's in a critical industry, and that kind of fell into a priority group. And I was able to get it because my mother-in-law, I am her caretaker. My husband and I brought her groceries all last year and essentially did whatever it could to protect her and to keep her, because we live with her, to keep her contact with the outside world as little as possible. So, and we're also out here in the country where I feel like in some ways it's easier to get the vaccine than in bigger city. I don't know. In the end, I feel like it was just luck. But I just wanted to put it out there because, like I said, I know the vaccine in Europe has been rather iffy, and I didn't want you to think we were trying to scam the system. We did go about this the right way. Don't worry, guys. In terms of writing projects, now that the last Imperator is out, what is next? I am currently working on an anthology for Rebirth that I hope to have out sometime this year. There will not be a pre-sale for that. I'll make an announcement, but I feel like anthologies don't need so much pomp and circumstance compared to like full novels. I don't know, but I'm not planning a pre-sale on that. This pre-sale was my one for the year. Like, no, this is not a regular thing, guys. Book 3 for Rebirth already has a title and the vaguest of outlines, but I have some other stuff that I'm aiming for traditional publishing that I'm trying to push through the pipeline first, since those have like kind of a longer wait time, and I want those to kind of already like be in motion before I start tackling my other stuff. So you're waiting for book 3. I'm sorry, it's going to have to be a bit of a wait. I have also written a modern Pride and Prejudice retelling. I wrote in like just over 2 months. Holy shit. I have never written anything so fast. Actually, it's like I'm on my second draft. Like, that's how fast I'm part of the thing is because it's a Pride and Prejudice retelling, and you know, there's already structure. I know how the story is supposed to go, more or less. It's just trying to adapt. And I know retellings in general can be hit or miss, but it's something that's been simmering in my head for a while. It was born from this need to see more people like me in the media, and by me I mean the Latina and U.S. me, being half Peruvian, half American, bicultural child. The need came from, like, the inspiration came from watching the movie To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which is based on the book by Jenny Han, as well as the movie Always Be My Maybe. Both feature Asian Americans, which is awesome representation, and that's something I would like to see. And more specifically, Peruvian American. And I say this because Latinos are the largest minority in the US after white people. And while we are starting to see more representation in the media, it is usually Mexican. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, of all the population of Latinos in the States, they have the largest population. But despite what people think, Latin countries are not a monolith. They are all different. The only thing these countries have in common are that they were conquered by the Spanish and they speak a version of Spanish. No, we do not speak Mexican. We speak Spanish. You have no idea how many times I've gotten that comment growing up. It's not funny. Seeing something as specific as Peruvian in the media outside of tourists visiting Machu Picchu, it's a rarity that I want to see, and I'm a person who writes the kind of books that I want to read, so I did it. And in this book, I decided not to tackle a story of social class per the original Pride and Prejudice, but actual cultural differences. So my Lizzie Bennet is Peruvian American, and I will have her paired with a German Darcy. Because if you've been on this channel long enough, you'll know there's enough cultural differences to guarantee a horrendous first impression between people of these cultures. It was so much fun to write. Also, I have to note that no, the story is not based on my husband and I. We were definitely friends at first. Like, we became friends very quickly. But no, we didn't. There was no enemies to lovers between us. It was our story was very chill and easygoing in comparison to Lizzie and Darcy. So no, guys, it's no. If you do want to compare literary couples, I'm not gonna lie, my husband and I are more like Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind.
How do I look?
Awful. Just awful.
Why, what's the matter?
And another thing, those pantalettes. I don't know a woman in Paris that wears pantalettes anymore.
Oh, what do they? You shouldn't talk about such things.
You little hypocrite. You don't mind my knowing about them, just my talking about them.
You're so sassy. So sassy. Anyway, that's where I'm at in terms of projects, but I am excited at all the content ideas I have and getting back to vlogging. And yeah, kind of like playing with the structure of these videos and trying not to do so much of like, hey, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know, if you're doing YouTube long term, you got to make it fun, and it is really fun. And so but you know, the idea is to also not make it stale, and we don't want that. So that's it, I guess. That's all I got for now. Thank you so much for sitting through this crazy ass rant and for joining me and supporting me. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up because it lets me and YouTube know you like this kind of content and you want to see more. Yeah, I was still going to do that comment, guys. Just subscribe already. If you want fun escapism, my Space Fantasy The God Queen and its sequel The Last Imperator are available in ebook, paperback, and hardback. I have all the links in the description below. If you sign up for my newsletter, you get a free short story as well as some behind the scenes goodies. And don't forget to connect with me on social media, whether it is through Instagram, Twitter, or the Facebooks. And that's it. Until next time. Adi!